Well, hello.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, guess what, everyone? It's art time.
Yes, it's been a
Yes.
while since we had some art.
Oh, yeah. Probably not since before the summer, I think.
Nah,
Yeah, well,
when we
last time.
did,
Yeah, it was Sean Dork. Or,
yes.
whatever that character was. Ended up being called. I think it's in the file name now. Uh,
I
it's
think we kept the name.
more or less. I think we just tweaked it slightly so it became more Brittonic.
Yes.
Yeah, so or Gallic actually.
Mm,
Also playing around with some various things. Either way, we still have like a huge list of things here to go through.
yeah.
Yeah, uh,
One less.
one less. We have even more than just this, but these are the fun ones, anyways. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, we've been discussing these various encounters that we have on the list here, and we know that most of these we're gonna have to do some conceptualizing and stuff just to make them fit into our setting.
Yep.
So these are just the basic ideas. So
There
with that in
are
mind,
a
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you,
There are a bunch of these ones I am looking forward to.
yeah. I mean, there's just this is like a mixed bag of so many different things. I mean, we have monsters, we have mechanical inventions, we have partial vehicles, we have magic things. I mean, there's you really don't
Yeah.
know what we're gonna pick out of all of these. Uh,
That's why we have a random number generator.
yes, we do, and I will bring it up right about now, and I will generate a random number between 1 and 30, and hope it's not gonna land
Yes.
in 3, but whatever.
Yeah.
So, let us see what number we get today. Click. Motherf... Click
Three.
again! Click again!
23. All right. Still a
Oh!
three.
Oh!
Oh. Okay. So
Oh! Oh!
digital Jotun.
Mimir 1.0 and Mimir 2.0. That's a big one.
Yeah. Like
Um. Okay. Okay.
I know Yun wants this one to be kind of like mechanical or computing.
So do I, sort of, because of the whole 1.0, 2.0 thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we already went on to that whole robot theme when we did the Roomba earlier,
Yeah. Yeah.
and uh, so that was sort of like this kind of dwarven engineering thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this could be along those lines.
It could be, but like this is me thinking about the mythology and stuff again, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Mimir was the giant or Jotun that Midgar was created from. So like of course it cannot be the original Mimir, even though
No,
it's 1.0.
yeah, well, the
Uh,
1.0 is, I mean, both of these two are technically defeatable by simple humans. Um,
yes.
the,
So definitely can't be the original.
no, and the 2.0 one is, on the other hand, one of the more deadly things in game because it
Yes.
ranges widely in what stats it's gonna have, and if
So
you lose, it's an insta kill.
yes. Uh, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking, uh, going with point one, 1.0 as maybe some kind of cybernetic Jotun thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the 2.0, we go for the full dwarven cyborg.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. I kind of yeah, because
Dwarven technology cyborg.
my thoughts around these ones. I mean, it doesn't quite mesh with how it's been named, but I kind of felt like going in a way like Mimid 1.0 was more like a prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 2.0 was not just a prototype; it was the upgraded future version of it. Which is like hardcore. But something like that could work. Like, so it would be something like somewhat like magical technology, kind of steampunky. We try to incorporate some of the details and designs that we made for the Runeba into maybe specifically the prototype version. But then we just crank it up to 11 for the 2.0. And actually integrate like the head of a of a Dvargr, you know? That like you said, something like that. I don't know. Would it be like slightly Modoc-y?
Yes. Oh, that would be funny. That would be funny. But I kind of wanted to be a Jotun still, so use a Jotun head.
Okay, so an actual okay, that would also kind of mesh. Oh yeah, that could kind of mesh with one of the challenges we got for the game.
Yes.
Yeah, the got head one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could be like a Jotun head that's been shackled.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
That's
could we have some holographics in that as well?
Oh, like hard, like you want some hard like punk in there?
Yeah.
Hard like punk. Well, I mean, if we're gonna really show that this stuff is like actually high tech, because the dwarven made stuff is high tech in our setting. So we could definitely do something like that, like, you know, some holographic stuff happening. Okay, so
because it would look cool.
It would look cool. It would look so cool.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I will
And when this comes up on Kickstarter, holographic card as a stretch goal.
So sorry if my guffaw was too loud for everyone to hear, but whatever. Well, okay, cool. Now we talked it through. We got some basic ideas. I'm just gonna switch over to the art station.
Yes.
Yep. There it is. Our clean slate of the day. I'm also going to go into our file system. Sorry, this is gonna look a bit boring for a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna go into our file system and I am going to scrounge up some reference pictures, because that could be an idea.
Oh, did I disappear?
Did you disappear?
I think I disappeared.
Oh shit, you did.
Oh no,
I'm
back.
You're back now. I think your little guy just disappeared in the back a little bit too far for the memory of my computer to actually handle it. Either way,
yeah, I think we're kind of a bit choppy as well.
Well, I am on a shitty connection, so I am sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah.
There's literally very little I can do about that, unless I cut off streaming to some, to Facebook or something. Those who had
Stop downloading Baldur's Gate.
I am not. I'm not gonna start playing Baldur's Gate, because I really can't. I just can't find the time. Now you're having me talking about Baldur's Gate and stuff, and I don't have time for that, man. No.
Nope. No. We have drawings to do.
Yes, I have drawings to do right now specifically. Let's see. Let's try to find. Where is the? Oh, there's the Roomba. Yes. I'm gonna drag that in there. Hey, there's the Roomba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, looking nice.
Ah. So we're gonna
Like
just use this
when
guy.
I look
Yeah.
when I look at this, I definitely see that we could do some hard light holographics.
Yeah, you would think, right? I mean, this one doesn't have it, but
Yeah.
it would definitely just suit it well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to chuck this in here. Wow. There we have a little reference.
Yep.
As for the other reference for the Jotun, you know what? I can probably play that one by ear because I remember more or less what it is. So
Yeah.
let's see. Let's just
Big blue boy.
yeah, big blue boy. We got big blue lips, big blue nose, big blue ears. Rather angry
Yes.
and
everything is blue.
yes, dabba dee dabba doo. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the reference for 90s, late 90s, early noughties.
Oh,
Euro
that
trash.
was late 90s. That was
Yeah.
1999, I think.
Oh, as late 90s as we can come.
Well, I'm saying 1999, but I could be wrong. I really could be wrong
Mm,
because my
no googling.
no, but I could be wrong because my innate sense of time has been completely destroyed these last few years.
Does not exist.
Oh, I had a superpower and I lost it. I didn't even get an origin story. Now, okay,
Aw.
let's see here. So we are looking for something head-like, right?
Yeah.
We got the wooden casing thing going on here. So let's see
Yeah.
here. If we're gonna just let's see. So they would make this
Ooh.
thing out of that ironwood thingy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I was thinking the holographic things. Maybe that's just like a AR HUD for the head.
AR HUD for the head.
Yeah. Maybe.
Mm,
Let's see where it takes us.
yeah. Also, this is a prototype, as opposed to be right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's try to
Yeah.
give it like a vague skull-like thing for now, at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so sort of
Small opening.
wooden Terminator thing is happening right now. Okay, and since this is supposed to be a head, it's supposed to be like maybe a prototype or something like that. So a head
Yeah.
would naturally have like the eyes, so that's some sort of sensors.
Yeah.
And then of course some sort of vocal point thingy, so that would be a let's just okay.
Does this thing have like the Modoc frame?
This is the 1.0, so I think this is more like a mechanical construct.
Ooh, more like one of those skull servitors in 40K.
Oh yeah, that could be a good
Only bigger.
reference point. Yeah, much bigger.
Only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a Jotun skull.
yeah, but this is what's the word? It's a construct. That's for sure.
Yeah.
No biological components. It would use okay, so if I give it like, let's say that we just install a speaker.
This thing is gonna be horrible.
So it has a speaker for a mouth. It would have cameras.
Yes.
Maybe
Flying
more than
tendrils in its neck.
flying ten. Oh, that's not too shabby.
Like sensors and stuff.
Oh,
Figure out airflow,
yes.
wind, humidity.
Okay, right. So let's give it like a little mechanical base thing that's just running around there, and then we have this. Maybe the side of the head could be like somewhat. Yeah, let's just make this a gap into it so that there's And maybe it has some sort of something auditory here. It's a
Yeah.
bit high up for a regular human, but we're not really caring about that right now.
Nah. Would that be like one of those old gramophone speakers?
Actually, if it was gonna be a gramophone speaker, that would probably be around here, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause
No. Yeah.
yeah. No, this would in that case maybe like one of those old school microphone thingies.
Oh
Something
yes.
that would allude to that.
Yeah.
Just like one of those things.
There we go. Yes.
Yeah, let's go back to some golden era stuff happening there, and maybe there is indeed like a funnel thing happening around the mouth area rather than a speaker.
We seriously went from making a comedy game to making some
Yeah,
horrible horror shit.
yeah, you know, I am
Not complaining.
no, but I'm also partially to blame for that because that's where my mind is at, and but I also think that
Eh, same.
horror and comedy they are not exactly mutually exclusive.
They go
Uh,
hand in hand in many cases.
yes, they really do. And I mean, this is a mechanoid, you know,
Yeah.
and it's a very powerful mechanoid, an
Yes.
ancient remnant.
Right.
Why is it even in the world at this point? Who even knows? But there's a lot of shit happening in the sealing world, so
There is.
yeah, someone has clearly messed up big time.
Was it the Norse? It was probably the Norse who messed up.
Oh yeah, but you know, then again, there is like tangible proof that gods and spirits and everything like that also exist. So
Yeah.
there is a chance that there might have been more than one power at work here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's give this one of those nice, not round, but
Non-realistic old history.
yeah. I mean, we are in no way, shape, or form saying that this is how it really happened, because
Would have happened.
because that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, we're not trying to force some alternate reality conspiracy thing happening here.
Nah.
No, this is all for fun.
Yes.
Yes.
We do not believe that giants created the pyramids.
No.
Or aliens.
No. That would be ridiculous. It was
Yes.
dwarves, obviously.
Oh, I was gonna say it was obviously Nyarlathotep.
Yeah. That guy just keeps on changing his face and taking credit.
Yes.
If there is one thing ever in the wide history of this world that could potentially have built something as extraordinary as the pyramids out of stone, it would be dwarfs.
Definitely.
That's my case, anyways. People may
Yes.
feel free to call me crazy. I've heard it all before.
Just wait. I'm soon gonna say that Jesus was an elder god.
Yeah, we already covered Nyarlathotep, so.
Oh yes, we did. And the god emperor of mankind.
Yeah, it just hasn't happened yet, that's all.
Yeah. Oh. Silly stuff. Silly stuff.
That's what makes life worth living.
Yeah. I did start the Mask of Nyarlathotep campaign, though.
Yes, I heard you did start it, and you had a rather interesting group of players. Or player
Of
characters.
Both.
Oh yeah, they're interesting too. But you know, they did make some interesting
Yeah,
choices in character creation, as far as I understood.
yeah. None of them are poor because they actually listened to me when I said that their characters would need to have funds to be able to travel.
Ah man, players that listen to the GM. Wow.
Never seen, never seen that before.
I have been a player in your game so many times. I have never listened to you even once.
No, you have not.
This is
You
just
have
shocking
not.
development.
Oh, I need money. Well, my character's a hobo.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
character does not have a permanent address.
Well, to be fair, you were also a player in that campaign.
I was a player in
Yeah,
that
so in this case, I didn't not listen to you. I was listening to the other
campaign.
GM.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, I created a super rich playboy who died.
yes, you were my brother,
Yes.
and the loss of your
Then I
character
became,
was very traumatic.
and then I became your uncle.
Yeah, it was a fucked up family.
It was. But what do you expect of a person who was serving beside Theodore Roosevelt during the Spanish-American War?
Uh, just to clarify, everyone, he didn't. It wasn't. It wasn't the character that was played my brother that became my uncle.
No.
No, it was after he died. Just to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there could have been time shenanigans.
It could have been.
But nobody jumped through the portal. Well, what is it?
Let's see here.
But yeah, this is starting to look fancy robotics.
Yeah, I got some pipeline happening here.
Yeah.
And let's see. Should I give him a schnoz or should I keep more of this skull look?
I don't think it will need a schnoz if we add the bottom sensory tendrils.
Yeah, so he needs to be sort of like an octopus skull, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you're okay with that, because I would think it's kind of creepy if it smells by touching stuff with its tendrils.
Oh yeah, because I was thinking about whether or not it should actually have some sort of smell detector up here, but I don't actually know how a smell detector would look like. How the fuck would you have a smell detector? I don't even know.
A huge filter.
A huge filter. Oh, yeah, okay,
An
right.
air filter.
Yeah, so it would just be like
It would kind of look like what the ears look like if they are not round. I think a more squarish.
Actually, if it's a filter, it could be any fucking shape. So
No, that is true.
so let's try this again, shall we? We will just say that it's recessed in here nicely, and
Yeah.
then we give it a nice triangle shape,
Yeah.
like so, and then I'm just gonna cross hatch this just quickly, just to. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's a little mesh thing happening right there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see here. Also, I kind of took some inspiration from the mask.
Oh yeah.
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 So it kind of got like a little indented thing happening here. But I'm also gonna give it some.
Isn't that canonically like the Mask of Loki?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think they said so, at least in the Jim Carrey movie, but I'm not sure if it is that in the comics.
Yeah, no, neither do I. Let's see. I kind of want to give it something happening around here.
Oh, there we can have the hard light holograms with kind of like binding runes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Let's see. Give it some. Gonna put in some
kind of like, yeah,
metal banding.
yeah.
Oh, my computer had to think there for a moment. I was thinking, what am I
Cause,
doing with my life?
mm, good question.
So there we go. Okay,
But
got
yeah,
some of that
like,
stuff going. And then we can have
give it
like
like,
a little rock here that could be like a projector.
yeah. I'm thinking like maybe a holographic crown of some kind that has the programming runes.
A holographic crown.
Yeah, like it's Mimir.
Ah. Okay, so I'm just gonna dab in. Just dab, just make little happy accidents here. So,
Yes.
jabbing in a little stone, like a little quartz node or something. And let's see, if I, in that case, maybe I open up the top of his skull slightly and give it like a little indentation.
Quartz is a silica, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It's crystal.
Yeah.
It's like a silica
Uh,
crystal, maybe. Not exactly geologist.
nah,
I just
neither am
say
I.
words that sound fancy.
But I was thinking maybe a oh, what is the English word for olivine?
Olivine?
Yeah,
I think it is Olivine.
yeah,
Olivine, maybe.
yeah. Well, like that nice greenish color
Yeah,
would
yeah.
maybe work.
I think we'll try to match it up to whatever's happening here.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so something greenish would work with this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm thinking the majority of the actual. That's the wrong brush. Damn you. There we go. So I'm thinking that most of this, the actual skull is wooden.
Yeah. Dark-ish wooden,
Yeah,
like the Roomba.
yeah.
Runeba.
Like they're really going into that. They're really using that kind of aesthetic.
Yeah.
Maybe they've actually done some, carving or whatever,
Probably.
as well as.
What would be able to carve ironwood? Ironwood would carve ironwood.
Yeah, but you would have like a problem because since both materials would be the same hardness, they would wear each other down equally.
Yes, they would.
Then again, it would be very polished if you did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But we
if we're
we
gonna
never said the.
if we're
Yep.
gonna have like a crown, should it be like so we want a hard light crown, right?
Yeah. 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 And just kind of floating above his skull. I am not a designer,
I am, so I don't
but
know what
that
kind of I don't know what excuses I have.
you're listening to someone who's not a designer. You're taking cues from an idiot.
Well, who's the bigger who's the bigger fool? The fool or the fool that follows him?
Ooh. But yeah, started the Master Nyarlathotep campaign.
Yeah.
Session 0. I'm running the Peru adventure as Session 0 because it is not too dark. It is kind of short, and there's like a 4-year gap in between that and the rest of the campaign, so it's easy for players to figure out that stuff not really working for them, they're not meshing with the group, or they don't like their character, can do changes, and we have like there's an easy exit if that is needed. And we already had our first murder.
Was it like the scripted murder, or did the players murder someone?
The players did murder someone, but it was not a person.
Oh! Then does it constitute as a murder, I wonder?
Well, it looked human until it didn't.
Oh.
It did not look human when they murdered it.
Well, then I
That's
think
for
it's
sure.
okay. Then I think it's okay. I think
Yeah.
they're out of the moral gray area.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And it was trying to eat a Peruvian person. So totally fine, totally fine. But it was actually really cool because it was the player who plays a cat burglar who's laying low in Lima, Peru, joining a expedition to a pyramid to just not be noticed by authorities. And their only weapon is a switchblade.
Mm.
And the first thing they did was to roll an extreme success with that switchblade.
Ooh.
Which kind of made the that encounter, which is very easy to not happen at all. The only reason why it happened was that the group had split up,
Oh, that's
and one
always
part
bad
of the
news.
group was speaking to this professor, trying to get more clues about the pyramid, while the cat burglar and the dilettante was hanging out in the campus courtyard, where they noticed something strange happening,
Mm.
heading down into like the storeroom. I decided there was like this outer entrance to it. But like the cat burglar noticed it. The dilettante didn't notice shit. He was busy drinking, feeling sorry for himself because the only reason he's there is because his father sent him. Because he's a useful rich boy. And they went. So she went down there, not telling the dilettante, the other player, by herself. Not really to stop anything. She just saw like an opportunity to go down into the storeroom and look for something to steal. Most of my players come from a D&D background, so it's gonna be really funny to see the changes in their playstyles after a while. I did during session 0 like say that this is not D&D, it's not hack and slash, this is an investigation game,
Yeah.
very skill based. If you're in combat, something has most likely gone wrong. This time was not because it had gone wrong. They actually did a good thing. But yeah, like she comes down into the basement and notice this humanoid creature with kind of like a leech-like mouth, with their like sucking the life out of this young student.
God.
And before before the student had died, this would have taken for the student to have died. It would have taken 2 or 3 more rounds. She's not going to try to save this student, though. She tells me that she's gonna pick up something and throw at the light bulb to make it darker so that she can sneak out. I say, yeah, sure. Give me a throw. Throw succeeds. Give me a stealth. And she fumbles her stealth.
Ah!
So it's like, it's yeah, you managed to turn off the light, but it got so dark that you did not see this bag on the floor that you tripped in.
Yeah.
This, of course, lets the creature get enough time to get over to the cat burglar and try to grapple her to start sucking out her life. Which he fails.
Oh, that's
During
nice.
the fight back, she manages to win the fight back roll and thus kicks him off, shanks him, and then she's like, okay, I'm probably not going to be able to run away from this, so I try to shank him again. Extreme success. Alright, so you do maximum damage on both your weapon and your damage bonus, which is both d4s, so 8 damage, and then you roll another d4 for the weapon, gets a 4, so 12 damage on that shank, plus she did like, what was it, 5 or 6 damage on the first attack. So she ends up doing almost 20 damage in one combat round.
Christ.
And this is with a switchblade. It's a stiletto, but we're using the switchblade damage for it. And the creature collapses. It's dead. So, it's still laying on top of her. She shoves it away, grabs the injured student, and gets back into the courtyard, the campus courtyard, carrying this student, like her upper body just full of this vicious blood.
Oof.
And that's where we ended it. Because we're all adults in this group, and people have children, and we're trying to have livable session lengths. It was also a good place to end, because next session is going to probably start with the police showing up. If they don't get out of there within, let's say, 10 minutes, which I do not think they are gonna.
That's complicated. That's very complicated.
And small spoiler, because none of these people are going to check out this VOD or stream.
That is depressing, but we knew that.
We knew that. The creature will not be there anymore.
Oh, that's lovely.
Because this kind of creature can only be killed by decapitation or burning.
Yeah, that's a bit hard to do with a stiletto.
That's a bit hard to do with a stiletto. So it is going to show back up, which I am really looking forward to. Later in the adventure.
With a chip on its shoulder.
With a chip on its shoulder. and I think it's gonna try to turn the player, the character who killed him, into what he is.
Oh, that is personal.
Oh, that is gonna freak them out. It's gonna be so fun. I actually really like the Peruvian adventure. Like, it is very easy to play without even putting it into the Master of Nyarlathotep campaign. It has a couple of connections there, mostly just what's his name?
Jackson Elias.
Jackson Elias, the good friends of Mr. Jackson Elias. Yeah, he's there.
The entire thing just exists solely to make a plausible start to the campaign where everyone would know him.
To the New York scenario, yes.
Yeah. When we played it, it was like, this your good friend Jackson Elias has just died. Such a tragedy.
Yes, Mr. Jackson Elias. I remember him.
Such a tragedy.
He was at my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I was old pen pals with him, despite being a hobo.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
For some reason, he always knew how to get the letters to you. But yeah. It is basically just so that Jackson Elias exists and the players have a connection to him. That is true. There's a few other minor details. There's a tattoo that I'm not going to describe. And there is a connection to Nyarlathotep. That is all.
Because of course there is.
Of course it is. It is the masks of Nyarlathotep. But yeah, like, super easy to play it without using that campaign. You need the campaign book to get the adventure, though. But yeah, like, it's a good one-off. It's a good one-off adventure, and it kind of puts like the pulpy nature of Mass of Nyarlathotep in front. Like, you're doing an excavation of an old Inca pyramid in the Andes Mountains. It's like an like old Indiana Jones story in many ways there.
Which is what we like about the pulp.
That is what we like about the pulp. It is supposed to be larger than life.
It is way different. It is way different to play a Pulp Cthulhu campaign in comparison to like regular Cthulhu campaign.
Yeah, kind of.
But some of it is in the actual atmosphere. While the atmosphere can be terrifying in both of them, there is still like a higher level of acceptance for the ridiculous and impossible when you're playing.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I don't know what you mean. But I want to say though that I kind of feel that the Master of Nyarlathotep campaign should be a pulp campaign.
Yeah, all you really need is a GM that's willing to play it as if it is.
Yeah, but like I feel it's kind of written like it already because like the set pieces, the set pieces of it. We played through most of it together.
Yeah.
Like you got like the pyramids of Giza. You got the mountains of Kenya. Uh, then you head off to Australia. We never got to that part because the campaign fell through.
Yeah.
Uh,
Scheduling conflicts.
yeah, and so like you go to all of these places that, even though they exist, kind of feel larger than life.
They absolutely do.
Yeah, and that is what makes the adventure in itself, without even using the Pulp Cthulhu rule set, um, feel pulpy.
Pulpy pulp pulp.
And you mean, huh?
Pulpy pulp pulp.
Yes, pulpy pulp pulp. And compared to, for example, doing a like classic one shot, uh, with there those I feel are much more rooted in a kind of classical horror setting, uh, because it is often that you visit this strange village, or come check out this haunted house.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, that is a classic. That is a classic. Uh, always, always.
Oh, the pain.
But like when it comes to bigger campaigns and such, I do think that the least pulpy of them would probably be at the Mountains of Madness.
Ah, that one's straight up
Cause
horror.
yeah, that's straight up horror, and you don't really after you get to the Antarctic, you kind of stay there instead of like, oh, now we have to go to Argentina. Oh, there's something at the North Pole.
Yeah, the Antarctic's not
Uh,
gonna let you go
nah, it's not going to let you go.
at all.
Um, and I think that the horror on the Orient Express also functions better as a straight up Cthulhu, because that is you're on a train. You're on a train. You visit these places because that is where the train stops.
Yeah, in a
Sure,
way, in a way, the
I'm pretty sure you can have a fist fight on the top of the rail cars if you want to.
yes, you can. I mean, there's obviously huge involvement of trains and train related paraphernalia and whatever in that campaign.
Yeah,
Uh, but it's like, it's not like the entire setting of the campaign is happening on the train.
no,
It's literally the vehicle that brings you around the campaign, though.
yes.
Um, and it
It's probably
involves.
haunted as well.
Well, there are haunted trains. There are haunting things. There's a huge
Yeah,
subplot of haunting. Not that I really can say much about how whether or not it's a subplot or a main plot at this point because I haven't played enough of it. Um, but there's definitely some haunting shit happening. We lost one player character to a haunted train.
yeah.
It was John's character, unfortunately.
Of course.
Why does
He
that?
has the worst of luck.
He does. It's problematic. I mean, it's not his fault. It's just his dice just seem to be like, backstabbing him whenever they get the chance. It's like, what has he done to offend the dice gods?
He does not do the correct sacrifices.
I think it's because he doesn't respect the dice. He doesn't respect their
He
decision.
does. He does not bathe them in the blood of chickens.
Man,
You should try it. It really works.
I've never had to.
Yeah.
I have terrible dice luck, some would say. But I roll with it. I let my dice decide that story. And you may have noticed, I tend to survive.
You tend to survive.
Yeah.
Sometimes because the dice just finally lands on what you need. Other times because the rest of the party just goes, oh shit, we have to save Gard.
Yes. But basically, narrativium. Every single time, the best story will emerge from trusting the dice.
Yes. Yes. Like the not really a chameleon grenade.
That is one of the more beautiful things I've ever seen in an RP game.
That is one of my favorite things that has ever happened when we've been playing RPG.
Yeah, it was amazing. Just the entire thing around that, just, oh, here's a mysterious creature. Who knows what you're going to use this for? It might come in handy. Setting some people.
Goat that flies.
Yeah, I mean, we made some people designated quasi-chameleon handlers just to make sure that it was fed at all times.
Yes, because they told us to.
Yeah, and we did that totally seriously.
Yeah.
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 And, we brought it with us all the way to a point in the story where it just felt like all hope in the universe had just blown out the window. And Tor's character, I think,
real victory.
Yeah, you were playing one character who was actually carrying that thing, and I was like, well, Hail Mary.
It was our secret MI6 British pilot officer. Oh, well, I've played cricket before.
Yeah, so you just toss the goddamn chameleon right into the big bad area, and it does the thing that no one would ever think it could do.
It ate a godling.
And pandemonium ensued.
That's the moment where throw became my favorite combat skill.
I mean, dude, that was just amazing.
I'm so happy that one of my players listened to me when I said, throw is a really good skill to have both for usefulness and combat. He has no other combat skills other than throw.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
He's a Hungarian parapsychologist.
Oh man, I really like parapsychologists in Call of Cthulhu.
Oh yeah. Like, the worst thing is that they're correct.
Yeah.
Or actually, parapsychologists usually actually try to debunk.
Well, it depends. I mean, but basically they are experts within their fields, and they're doing that with a huge amount of common sense.
Yes.
Which is rather delightful. I quite like parapsychologists. I also like alienists in Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, you mean old school psychiatrists?
Yeah, well, really old school psychiatrists. I mean, the main difference between an alienist and a psychiatrist at that age is basically like, the alienist, it comes with a name, they believe that
Yeah.
there is an alien influence in someone's mind.
Yes.
And, I mean, it works. I mean, there's a certain common sense to it, but it also makes it slightly more mystic in a way, without actually being.
They need to be shocked with an ice bath.
Yeah, I mean, stuff like that, and just the notion that it's like there's something sick about this person, but it's because of an outside influence. I mean,
yes,
it makes them perfect for Call of Cthulhu, where they would actually be proven to be right again and again and again.
It was one of the great rates of Yith that has taken over his mind.
Of course, the alienists wouldn't necessarily know what that was to begin with, but
when they get about 20% Cthulhu Mythos, they might know.
Oh, Jesus Christ, when they got that much, I mean, there's a huge chance that it might not go very well.
Nah, Colonel Tombs did fine. He was almost hitting 30%.
Yeah, I know. Colonel Tombs is more like the exception to the rule. I mean, he's sandwormed for goddamn sake. I mean, he
was the Quishath Hadrach.
Yes, he was. He fucking rodeoed a sandworm in Cairo.
To death.
Yes. I mean, how badass is
that? It's not
that?
supposed to happen.
No, that is also a super cool move that's happened in that campaign.
He should have died there and then.
In fact, the more I think of it, I think I could basically just say, Tor, you were MVP last time we played that campaign. All the really cool shit happened with you behind the reins. Crap.
It was getting too crazy. It was, like, seriously, it was getting too crazy. Shit was just happening.
Yeah, they were left and right, and we were just basically on the trail of it at all times. But it's like,
we were just reacting to it.
Yeah, I know. That's the same experience that I've had while playing Enemy Within, the Warhammer campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just been reacting. Everyone's been reacting to what's been happening for like 2 books, 2.5 books.
We're always behind.
And now, finally, we can be like sort of like proactive and try to hunt down shit. But then it's like, oh.
But I will say though that my actions did also fuck over the group a bunch of times.
Well, you have done some things for sure.
Like when we were under the Sphinx
and you couldn't shoot that woman, which was a pretty fair moral conundrum happening right there.
There was a kid. I could not let the Yun was playing a kid, like a 14-year-old Egyptian boy, and for some fucking reason he was there under the Sphinx with us.
Yeah. It's not an easy thing to do when you're on the clock.
Nah.
But it's when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, I mean, it's not fucking easy to just make that call.
Nah.
Even though he was supposed to be like a haggard and very business-like military officer.
Yeah.
I totally get why he didn't shoot that woman.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, it would have been the smart thing.
It would have been the smart thing. It would have stopped a lot of shit from happening.
Also, that kid died later on, so.
Yeah, I killed him.
Wow!
Colonel Tombs killed him.
Wow! I forgot about that. Shit. Well, that went dark. All of a sudden, holy crap. Okay.
In Kenya.
No, I must protect this
Things
kid's
happened
innocence
in
by
Kenya.
killing him. Yeah, lots of things. Well, things just kept on happening at all times. I mean, the main reason why we lost player characters in that campaign was because people went insane.
Yeah.
They didn't die; they just went insane. They became unplayable.
Yeah.
And the very few that did die, they died in spectacular ways.
I will say that the lethality of Call of Cthulhu is overhyped. Is it lethal? Yes. But it's not Warhammer Fantasy RPG lethal.
That is not lethal either, to be honest. I mean, it's not undoable. I mean, I've been playing that Enemy Within for like the past year.
Yeah.
Still haven't lost anyone to death.
Yeah, do you feel that the new version of Warhammer Fantasy RPG is
infinitely
different?
More lenient?
Infinitely, yeah, because I was thinking about the
old school
earlier edition.
Oh, old school.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's lethal.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I haven't lost a character in that one either.
Nah.
Nah.
But, I was so close to dying so many times.
Oh.
I had no fate points left most of the time.
Yeah, Felix von Stormstrasse. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe that was true.
Well, but he was also a frontline fighter.
He was a frontline fighter, but so was mine after a while. But the main difference was I never spent my fate points.
You never did.
No, I mean, I took a crit. Okay, fine, I took a goddamn crit. I'm gonna take that crit. I'm gonna own this crit. You
lost your eye.
The only times I ever spent my fate points was basically to save my life. But still, by the end that campaign was rendered unplayable because of creative differences.
Scheduling issues?
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah. By that time, I still had like 4 or 5 fate points, which is like so much more than anyone else.
You had 6 at the point, I remember.
Yeah, it was insane. And holy crap.
But then again, I did stupid shit as usual. Like 1v1ing a Hydra. And winning.
Took some cool chances, that's for sure.
And I 1v1'd a Chaos Warrior.
Yeah, you did. Let's not forget that one.
Stuff that the regular human character is not supposed to survive.
Yes.
Maybe a Slayer. But
only a very select few.
Yeah.
God damn it! I remember the time we had to evacuate from Talabheim, going to the countryside.
We do not speak of Talabheim.
We're gonna have to do it right now, but we were on our way to evacuate alongside all the lords and ladies and all that stuff, and going into the because the Skaven, which we do not speak of, filthy beastmen, had just taken over the city, and I remember I was so goddamn hurt on that road, and when we got to the camp, I finally got medical treatment from a doctor.
Yes.
And the doctor made it worse.
Yes. He fumbled.
Yes. He damaged me even more. If I'm not entirely mistaken, I think one of my permanent fate points went at that point.
Yes.
I was like, you were supposed to help me. What have I ever done to you?
But I will say that Talabheim is the one time I've played an RPG and it was exhausting every single session because until until the end there, it really felt like nothing we did
Yeah, it was. It
was
was.
doing anything.
No, it was such an uphill struggle the entire time with no certainty that anything was going to work out the way we wanted it to.
Yeah.
It was the constant threat of being just brutally fucking savagely murdered at any point. It was always there. It was goddamn epic and terrifying.
It was hardcore guerrilla style fighting.
Yeah, it was just, quick ins and outs, sabotage something, plant some misleading evidence somewhere else. Just survive.
There's a target we have to get in this building, and it's super secure with it's a necromancer. This security is zombies. Burn the house
Yeah,
and kill people as they are trying to jump out of the windows because we blocked every other exit.
Yeah, I mean, we fought fucking dirty, because it's the only way we could do it.
Yes.
It was just some real nasty shenanigans happening.
Yeah, and that's why we don't talk about Talabheim.
And I am serious. There is some level of PTSD living in me because of that session, or those sessions.
Yes.
And just to really feel it, we didn't get XP during this entire thing either.
No.
We only got it towards the end. So
yes.
Yeah. So it just really felt like we are trapped in this situation. There is no
better.
tomorrow. Yeah, nothing's getting better. Our dopamine levels are definitely being depleted. It was so rough. I love it though. I mean, our little enemy in that campaign is to this day my favorite enemy, the one I love to hate.
Skavens?
Oh yeah. Rat-like beastmen.
Yes.
And I'm I'm currently fighting them now as well.
Yeah.
And they've begun taking part of the campaign properly.
Horrible creatures.
Yeah. So I just go around referring to them loosely as rat-like beastmen and letting other people make the conclusions themselves. Because I don't want to be the guy who voices that. Yeah, no, this was a Skaven attack. Yes,
we did not call them Skavens in the other campaign either because
we didn't know
my character. Yeah, we didn't know about him, and my character was paranoid about Beastmen plots. Believe that everything that happened.
Yeah, we also have Beastmen plots. we recently had like an attack at the inn that we stayed at.
Yeah.
And it was Skaven who had come in, most likely to silence us because we knew about them.
Yeah.
And when we got downstairs in the inn, because we kind of foiled their plans by being awake when they came. So they were like, oh shit. And what we saw then was like, yep, a whole bunch of Skaven. Yeah, that's for sure. But also Beastmen.
Yeah.
And even a couple of goblins.
Oh.
What a motley crew that was.
That should not work.
Yeah, like, what was that all about? So, we fought back. We actually saved people who were being taken.
Oh.
They didn't get away with anyone. Potentially.
Yeah.
They already had someone, though.
Yeah.
But none of the people of the inn were taken. And they left behind dead Skaven.
Yeah.
So later on, because we had been doing a whole bunch of really shady shit, we were being interviewed by the Watch Commander of Middenheim.
Yes.
Which led to the first of a couple of, or no, it was the second third degree interrogation I had had that session. God, I was fucking fried. But I always just mention rat-like beastmen.
Yes.
Because anything else is ridiculous.
Yes. There are no such thing as Skavens.
Yes. But in this case, the watch commander himself offered that, could it be Skaven? I was like, it's quite possible. Yes. Also, some other things involved a former wizard that was an expert on these. Professor Bestiary was that too. So it could definitely be Skaven. And there's also this little symbol here that's related to the horned rat, which happens to be this and this. You may check up on this with the Cult of Arena, etc., etc. So it was like, yeah, I didn't mention anything about Skaven. Someone else did.
No.
And we are all in agreement that, no, this was Skaven. Yeah, this is very problematic. Yes, it is. It's very problematic. I'm glad you see it my way.
Is this still the priest of Mor?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is still alive. He is a high priest.
Yeah.
It's getting close to 6,000 XP.
Shit, that's a lot.
He's getting close to finishing his high priest career.
Yeah.
So he's been at it for 2.5 books, almost 3 books now.
What's above the high priest?
Lector.
The Pope?
Now, Lector, then you have Archlector, and then you would have something like the Pope. But in the Moravian Church, there are no, there's nothing above Archlector, really. As far as I can see, anyways.
So you're about to kind of become a cardinal.
Kind of, in a way. I think, maybe it's a cardinal. Maybe it's a bishop. I'm not entirely certain.
I think it would be archbishop then, and then cardinal.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
I'm not Catholic.
No, neither am I. No, I think it's something like that because I think the archlectors in this setting, I think those would be those would be like the cult high-ranking officer for maybe something as large as the country.
Oh.
Potentially. And while a lector would maybe be the highest ranking clergy officer of, say, a county or something like that. I'm thinking, but I haven't really found any good information about it. Either way, I'm just playing my role as well as I can, and I am being a complete paranoid bastard.
Yes.
Because everyone's out to...
how you survive.
Everyone's out to get me.
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to get friends in really high places.
Yes.
And some of them are even owing me for actually being slightly insane. Oh yeah. We cured the Graf's champion.
Oh.
Because he had been apparently, spoiler alert for anyone listening, he had been hypnotized.
Oh.
He did not like finding that one out. No, sir. I was,
Oh, I guess he wouldn't.
no, had been taken advantage of,
Yeah,
mind raped.
that's not good.
No. So all of a sudden he didn't think I was full of shit anymore. At least not to the same extent. I mean, my character is full of shit. I mean, there's no getting around that shit. he's a complete lunatic at times because he's trying to figure out all sorts of things happening that just is really difficult to prove. So he has to argue with absolutely everyone of any stature that he finds, and I am so tired of having to convince people again and again and again. And I'm the only one in the group that has any form of social skills.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I mean, the group has now named themselves the Followers of Belide, or the Fellowship of Belide, which is me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, fine, yeah, I might as well just bite the bullet and just assume responsibility. Because what else the fuck am I gonna do?
I hate that. It's like...
I mean, the GM does have like a GM PC.
Yeah.
Which has which is smart.
Doesn't count.
He is smart. He is really smart. He's a good person to go to for smart things. My character is also smart. He has over 50 in intelligence and all that stuff. But the gift of the gab, that is my character alone.
Yeah.
And also, you cannot rely on the GMPC to be like a driving force in an investigation because that is unfair. That is just not how it's supposed to. That's not how it's supposed to work. So the GM, even though we do love the GMPC, is a great character and everything. It's just he has to downplay his involvement so that other people can shine. So there's like, yeah, that doesn't help. Also,
it's
yeah.
It's the same thing when I was playing D&D with a GM from who's now a player in my Call of Cthulhu group.
Yeah.
I was the only person with anything that was a social skill or charisma.
Oof.
And it's like, I talk enough. Like, I'm always afraid that I'm taking too much of the spotlight when I'm a player.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I hate it. I feel dirty when I'm doing it because it's like, Jesus Christ, what about you guys? I mean, I sort of feel like...
Do you guys have any ideas?
Yeah, I have to break character sometimes and just ask other people because it's like I'm fried now. I've been talking in character for like, it feels like hours, and I've been trying to just do this off the top of my head. I need input from other people right now. Please help.
Yeah.
You know, because I have my limits.
Yeah.
And and it's like I often feel like I'm playing a character who is actually smarter and is more involved in what he's doing than I really am myself as a player. So
always.
So that's just I'm
I
always
do not have a 15 in intelligence.
15.
Yeah, but I was going off D&D stats here.
Oh, D&D stats, yeah.
I do not believe I have 12 in intelligence even.
Yeah, in D&D stats, in D&D stats, I think he would have an intelligence of like 17 or something like that, and his fellowship is basically a 20 or 19.
Yeah.
In the charisma.
Like, maybe I have a 9.
Yeah. Oh god, it's been a while since I've been trying to transpose my life into stats. And
none of them go above a 10.
No, some of them do. But I don't remember. Actually, this probably answered itself. I probably have a higher wisdom than I do intelligence. Because I was just about to say, I can never tell whether or not I have high wisdom or intelligence. Well, okay, that probably pretty much solves it. Yeah, you have high wisdom, not intelligence. I think I'm actually I have more wisdom than I have intelligence. I have charisma. I have toughness. Don't have a lot of strength. Dexterity.
Everything's a 4.
I mean, when it comes to dexterity, I mean, that's what I'm doing right now. This is dexterity-based work.
Yeah. Sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's sleight of hand. It's
Oh, speaking of,
but it
like,
almost feels
drawing
like I
and
have a
stuff,
feat, you know?
yeah. Speaking of drawing and stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, it's really always fun looking at you blocking shit out. But yeah. One of my players in the Call of Cthulhu group was like, "What's arts and crafts? What use does this have?" Like, well, you maybe you have dancing. Maybe that can be useful sometime if you go to a like fancy party or something.
Yeah.
Photography is arts and crafts. Like, that's really useful. Drawing.
Yeah,
Lots
drawing,
of
sculpture.
Yeah.
I mean,
Lots of people forget about utility skills.
yeah, I mean, I do that. I forget about them.
I love them.
This is like, it's one of my failings as a player that I forget to involve utility skills in how I play the characters.
I really, really love using utility skills when I'm playing not computer RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're creative enough, you can use them for almost anything. Oh, so you have so you're an amateur photographer, and because of that, of course, you have the skills to like develop your own photographs and such, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's chemistry.
It's a very limited
What else
form.
can I use
It's a very limited form of chemistry, dude.
Yes, but it forces me to have the chemistry skill.
Oh, okay. Well, now you're gaming the system a little bit, I think. I am not sure I would have approved as a GM necessarily on those grounds.
Well, I have a 35% in chemistry.
That's a bit broad. I mean, that's being able to kind of like take your photographs and have them developed is somewhat. It's a slightly more narrow field of study.
I mix my own chemical solutions, my own chemical development solution. Yeah, I know.
I mean, points for trying, and I'm not your GM or anything, so I can't really fault you on it. I'm just saying, I might not let it fly.
Yeah, fair.
I can only say that because I've actually have some experience with developing photographs, so.
I do not.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, like, but to be a bit more serious, like
What the fuck?
you have like fun skills like appraise, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna use that for in an adventure? Well, shit, if you like knowing the value of something when you're breaking in somewhere to steal one of the rare books for the cult
Mm-hmm.
uh, that the cult uses, and you want this to actually look like a robbery. Maybe you want to steal some of the stuff that looks like it's worth something as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good real life application of that skill.
You go to the warehouse that you think the cultists are using, and you go through their books. Accounting, really, really good then.
Oh yeah, accounting's great. Accounting's
Accounting's
really great.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, other fun skills. Yeah, dancing, arts and craft, dancing.
I I remember John Tombs. He had that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he could cut a rug.
he could cut a rug. Unfortunately, he never got to use it though,
Well, he
because
did
we
get.
never went to that party.
Well, no, didn't he get to use it at the Blue Pyramid?
Oh yeah, at the Blue Pyramid, he did.
Yeah.
We went to a nightclub.
1920s nightclub, which is even
Yeah.
better.
Then you definitely have to do the foxtrot.
Oh yeah, and the Charleston
Oh yes.
and other time time appropriate dances
Yeah.
of society.
But like those are fun skills to have. Then you have some more that is like sounds more useful, like mechanical repair. Something breaks down, it's always nice to have a mechanic.
Yeah, it is.
Locksmith. Doors needs to be opened.
Doors, as most
Um,
people who've ever played a TTRPG game can confess to, or attest to, depending. Doors can be your greatest fucking enemy.
And if that happens, you have the skill demolitions.
I mean, just in Call of Cthulhu, just getting that skill, just to have it, just any
Yeah.
excuse to have that skill is probably worth it.
I don't think any of my players have it.
No, and I usually don't get it, but it's like there are so many times where I wish I had.
And the most important skill of all in Call of Cthulhu, being able to read the Dewey Decimal System.
Library use. Library use it just cannot be discounted.
No.
It's a super ability.
Sounds boring, but it's really useful.
There are so few skills that just come up to the level of usefulness as library use.
Yeah.
It is. It's
language
super good.
other.
Language other. You know, if you have the
Very
ability,
close.
yeah. If you have, oh no, in conjunction with library
Yeah.
use, it is a must-have. I mean, just being able to have library use is one thing, but you might find a tome or a book or whatever that's in a language you don't know, and then all of a sudden it's
Yes.
like then you're up shit creek unless you have someone in your group who can actually read that. And if they can't really read that too well, then you're gonna have to spend a lot of extra time just trying to decipher what the hell this book is telling you. So
Or spend a lot of money getting a translator,
yes,
which you probably do not want to do.
no, you don't. I mean, some of this information in those books could seriously harm a human psyche.
Only if they believe in it.
Well, that's an alternative rule, but I do like that alternative rule.
I like that alternative rule.
I like the distinction between true believer and just someone who knows it.
Yeah,
And I also like the additional like uh, alternative rule that has something to do with whether or not someone becomes a true believer
yeah.
at some point, and then all the insanity damage just comes crashing in at once. I was like, yeah, no, I've read all this stuff. I know this. I know these books like back and forth and all that stuff. I mean, it's really interesting. It's some fancy tales and stuff. And then one day it's
Yeah.
like, oh no, it was all true.
Oh no.
Roll 6d6 insanity damage. You're fucked.
Your mind That's nothing.
I know you've done
Roll
worse.
4D100.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Oh, that has not happened to me, but I have lost characters to a single 1D100 roll.
Yeah, the one we've been discussing earlier, Jean Tombs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
I, I,
The GM
I
tried to
actually
he tried to jump through hoops just to keep you alive on that one, but the dice just wouldn't have it.
no, but to be honest, I actually really like his death. It was very anticlimactic because he just put on a mask,
Oh yeah,
but at the
no,
same time,
it was very dramatic. It was very
but at
dramatic.
yeah, yeah, that's true. But
Yeah,
at the
no,
same, like, it was hubris that killed him.
yeah,
It
it
was
was.
pure hubris.
It was just such an innocuous thing. Just we were all elated to have done something like truly significant at that point. We were sort of celebrating a little bit. And
Yeah,
from our point of view, he was joking around and just put on this mask and instantly dropped dead.
making fun of the organization we had stolen it from.
Yeah. And but as players, we are also privy to what actually happened, which was
Yeah,
horrifying.
it was a one-on-one chat with Shobnigorath.
Yeah, well, you could have had, but you didn't survive it. I mean, it was just
Oh
too
no, it
much.
happened.
It was too much for your
That's
mind.
why he didn't survive it.
Yeah, it was too much for your mind to handle.
Yeah.
And I mean, that is just one epic way to lose a character.
Then I put on the mask again as another character.
Yeah, because he was curious what the hell this was all about and whether or not it could have killed his
No,
nephew.
no. Yeah, that, and he was severely depressed at the moment and felt useless.
Yeah, yeah, that's
That's
true.
how Colonel Toombs became a Superman.
Yeah, holy crap, man, he really was that too.
That was 20 Cthulhu Mythos in one action.
Yeah,
And he only became temporarily insane.
yeah, that man was solid.
He was insane. He had a death wish.
Not as much as his nephew. I'm talking about my character, not yours.
Yeah. Uh,
The rich
let's see.
guy who didn't want to be a rich guy.
Yeah. Uh, well, I'm sitting and thinking about my player group right now. Let's see, what do we have? We have like these are characters that are gonna go through the same stuff as the Tombs family.
Yeah, naturally, because it's the same campaign.
Yeah, it is the same campaign. We have a English big game hunter that lives in Kenya. So we have a character that knows Kenyan or Swahili. Uh, a French cat burglar, which father might have been a Peruvian general. A Hungarian parapsychologist that has his base in Cairo. So he knows Arabic. Um, a rich dilettante playboy from Arkham, whose family deals in paper factories. That's how they
Okay.
got their money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
Dunder Mifflin.
It's not Dunder Mifflin. It is not. Blackwood.
Okay.
Let's see. We got the big game hunter, parapsychologist, cat burglar, dilettante. Then we have the World War One pilot, who is super jaded, who does not speak any other languages than American.
Okay.
I mean, that's
I see the
American,
I,
not English.
I see the angle. Yeah.
He does not speak English. He speaks American.
American.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Buongiorno.
Uh, and then we have um, the eternal student, who is an eternal student because he is running away from uh, things he has done back in the US, and thus moves from country to country and goes to universities there,
Oh wow. Okay. uh,
which I find funny.
that's heavy.
I need to take pictures of their character sheets tomorrow.
Oh yeah, because you play on Fridays. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one day of the week where I'm almost always free in the evening.
I'm glad you actually have one of those days.
Oh, I need them.
Yeah, you do.
When you work in healthcare, weekends are not a thing. They are just days you get a tiny bit better paid in Norway.
Yeah.
He looks woody.
Yeah, I think he looks rather okay.
Yeah. Holograms, a cold green, maybe? When
Yeah,
we get to that point?
something like that, I think. I wonder if I'm going to start blending a little bit. Maybe I'm going to try to put in some more. Actually, I'm going to start blending, and then I'm going to...
If anyone is here and actually want us to talk more about what's happening on the screen, please yell out. Because if
yeah.
not, we're just going to sit here and be nerdy.
Yeah, well, that's primarily what we do. Anyways.
It is. It is. But yeah, like, it's a fun group. It's a really fun group.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it.
And yeah, I am wondering what I can do to get the pilot to use his plane, though. I think that won't be a problem when we get to Egypt, because then he can use it to scout out areas from above, and use the Nile as a where he lands his plane,
Oh, well.
because it's a seaplane.
Oh, it's a seaplane. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that works fine. That works fine.
the Nile is pretty big.
It is huge, and it's a lazy
Yeah.
river.
Yeah.
So that's no problem. I can say that because I've been there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the name of the pilot in MacGyver again?
Oh shit, I don't remember.
I was gonna say Kilroy, but that is the bad guy.
Oh, that's Murdoch.
Murdoch is the bad guy. Yeah. Um, Dalton. Dalton is the pilot buddy with a big mustache.
Oh yeah.
The pilot is his looks are loosely based upon Dalton.
Cool.
Yeah. People have not had time to use to either draw or make their characters in Hero Forge yet, or used the forbidden AI generators.
Oh, they're forbidden only because I say so, but you know, the rest of the world don't
Yeah.
give a shit, so whatever.
Uh, the the VFX artists in Hollywood are unionizing now because of it. So
Yeah, it's problematic.
it is. It's really problematic.
I mean,
Uh,
it's I think it's a testament to how fucking dumb humanity is.
I would say it's a testament to how greedy and idiotic the people in power are.
Yeah, but it's like of all the fucking things that we could automate using AI, we did it to art and writing.
Yes. And soon movies.
Yeah, animation, all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
holy crap. So the one
Well,
the one thing that is purely a human characteristic, you know, human expression, we put that away for AI.
yes.
That is wow.
From a scientific viewpoint, I can kind of understand it though.
Oh yeah, no, totally, totally. It's one of the most difficult things to emulate there ever was. Creativity.
Yes.
Although it's not true creativity, it's an approximation of creativity to the point where it's just, you know, blatantly using sources and blending them together.
Yeah, it's plagiarism.
Yeah, it's ugh.
Like, not directly, but it is plagiarism because it's stealing other people's styles and ways of doing
Yeah, that's
art instead of creating new ways
it's a feature.
itself.
It's a feature.
Yeah.
You know, it's just using Google or Google image search and smushing the relevant search parameters together into a new picture.
Yeah.
And you know, as I'm just one of millions upon millions of people who've dedicated their lives to actually know how to do this stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, it becomes just infuriating to just watch it happen. And I totally get it that people who don't know how to do these things through training and they haven't had the appropriate training, they haven't had the time or resources or even innate talent to do these things. I mean, there's a whole bunch of reasons why someone would just embrace it. I totally get it that it's exciting to be able to get some of your ideas out.
Yeah. If you want that, do what I do. Call a friend who knows how to do it and pay them.
Yeah, that's always
and you
appreciated.
pay them properly. Remember, a friend price is double the price.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Nah, but like, I totally understand the, and this is not to undermine it, but the vitriol that comes from the creative community against such AI, because it is a direct attack upon their skills and identity.
Yeah, and also a
because
lot of our incomes, you know, directly. Uh,
yes,
because like there's a lot of people who are depending on like little shitty jobs to
yeah.
be able to just, you know, pay the bills.
How
But
many people on the internet does not make a living off commissions,
yeah,
art
I mean, there's
commissions?
so many.
Yeah.
And now it's like, yeah, who cares? Like, yeah, you just have some AI do it. You know, it costs nothing, and
Oh, you want $20 for this? I could just go to AI Painter and get this for free.
then just do it,
Yeah,
please.
fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, sure. You
20
guys
bucks
just,
is nothing for good art.
yeah, it's. I mean, if that is the discussion here, then it is not even worth having it.
No.
If there's absolutely no respect for the craft whatsoever, if all you want is just something innate and dead, then sure, just just do that. Just do that.
Yeah.
Get it in 5 seconds time. Sure. Just
Yeah.
uh, because there's none of us who are willing to do that job for so little. I mean, eventually, I mean, either AI will have to get to the point where it must be able to create entirely new works of art and original shit, or
It will end up copying itself.
yes, that's the problem.
But yeah, but that is what is going to happen.
It will end up copying itself, yes, because no people are actually making real art for it to copy anymore.
That is the art singularity.
I mean, did you watch Secret Invasion?
I tried.
Okay. The intro for Secret Invasion.
Yeah, yeah.
That's based off AI art.
Yes, that is very clearly
Yeah, and it's
based
like,
on that.
okay, but it's like, okay, if that's what you're gonna get, then sure, whatever. uh, it's not really great.
And AI would not be able to make this
Now, would be able
that
to
you're
make
working
some.
on now.
You would be able to make something really spectacular, no doubt. I could go into DALL-E or uh, Midjourney or something like
Yeah,
that, and type in a long string of various things that I want this picture to be, and it would make a close approximation. I wouldn't have control over it. I wouldn't be
no,
able to say that this is going to be like this. I wouldn't have
yeah,
any say in the design process whatsoever. Not
yeah.
really.
How would we have gotten the gramophone speaker
Well, you
as
know,
the mouthpiece?
gramophone mouth, who knows?
Mm,
I mean, at some point you can pretty much just go and ask DALL-E, or no, not DALL-E, but ChatGPT. You can go and ask
yeah,
ChatGPT to learn how to use a certain thing, and then say, I want something that looks like this. Could you give me the perfect search phrase for it, please? And then that AI will create a prompt that you can use to create an image that will be as close to what you envision as that
yeah.
AI can imagine. Then you use
Uh,
that prompt in another AI and see what happens. And holy crap. Yeah, so and round and round it goes. Where will it stop? Nobody knows.
well, one of the artists for Wizards of the Coast is being accused of using AI art, or have sold AI art to Wizards of the Coast in the newest book they just came out with.
Oh dear.
uh, Secret Invasion was super boring.
Yeah, I mean, they had to run out of
Like,
stuff eventually, you know. So.
I'm not a real fan of the original Secret Invasion from the comics,
Neither am I. I mean, I never really cared about
but
scrolls and stuff.
nah. But like, it was nothing really happened,
No.
and what happened was not interesting. And like, it's kind of, but then again, I've fallen out from the MCU. It's like when we were watching the latest Spider-Verse movie.
That's different.
It's like that is completely different. That is completely different because that is a good movie.
That is excellent movie. It's wonderful.
That is fantastic Spider-Man. And but like the thing is, they are working with an original idea. Yes, the Spider-Verse has happened in the comics, but they're doing it differently.
Way different.
And they're not focusing on Peter Parker. They're focusing on Miles Morales,
which is so cool.
Yes, and they are playing with the artwork.
Oh God, it's so much play.
It is like stories have come that it was a grueling experience to work under that.
I bet it was.
That is not good. Yeah, bet it was. That was not good. But the art that's there is made out of love. That is not an excuse. Plan your work better. Don't do it like we do.
Plan? What is that?
Yeah, what's that? But when you're running a huge fucking team of hundreds of animators, they should be able to not work 14-hour plus days.
Ideally.
And you do not change the script after the animation has been done.
Yeah, this is very problematic.
But back to why Spider-Verse is better than the MCU. It is not a checklist. Huh?
Because it just is.
Yeah, no, it's not a checklist.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, okay, then we need to have that type of villain, and then we have to have this twist, and then we have to have this big CGI fight that looks like every other CGI fight we've had.
Mm-hmm.
And
with
there
constant
needs
diminishing
to be,
returns.
Yes, because you're not paying your VFX artists to make good VFX.
Nope.
And you.
Which brings to mind the Flash movie.
I did not watch the Flash movie, and I do not want to. That's
some of the shittiest visual effects I've seen in a long while.
I'd rather watch the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. Exactly.
Oh boy.
I do want to watch.
The new one, Seth Rogen's. Yeah.
Seth Rogen's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, though.
Yeah.
That I want to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
That is because that looks like it's made by people who really like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. It's not just a cash grab.
Nah,
It's a little cash grab. That's granted.
of
It's a
course it
movie.
is.
It's a movie. Movies are cash
Yeah,
grabs. But it's not the worst cash grab. It's
nah.
it's actually got some spirit behind it, which is good.
But I do have some hopes for more artistic type of movies and animations forward. Um, oh, what is the studio who released Nimona?
Oh yeah, Nimona.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but that was a surprisingly good movie.
yeah.
That was
Like I remember,
adorable.
I read the web comic when it was running. What,
Long time
15
ago.
years ago or something?
Yeah.
Um, same person who made Lumberjane. Um, no, but like that studio who released that movie is they are focusing on where other studios are less likely to focus on movies that take risks, that aren't a sequel or a prequel to something,
Uh-huh.
and producing original IPs.
Yeah, I'd say they succeeded
Uh,
with that one.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like actually making new stuff, actually making things that people haven't seen a million times.
Yeah, no, it was fresh.
Like, yeah, like I love the Turtles, I love Spider-Man, but sometimes I want to watch something I haven't seen before.
Definitely.
Granted, I did read the webcomic of Nimona when it came out over a decade ago, but I had totally forgotten about it when that movie came out.
But you know, on the same side, I mean, just to defend the ones who are more established. I mean,
Yeah,
naturally, naturally, into like the Spider Verse movies are amazing, and
yes,
it is of course Spider-Man. It's very trendy and all that stuff.
yeah,
Uh, but um, let's not forget other things that Sony Animations has done, which was original.
yes, yes. Oh,
Mitchell's,
Against the Machines,
yes,
Mitchell's versus the Machines. That was fantastic.
amazing. That was so much fun. And
Yeah,
didn't wasn't it Sony Animation that did shit? Oh, what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? What's it? What is it called? Uh, the meatball thing?
collided with a chest of meatball.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it was.
yeah. I mean, I
They
love the first one. I've seen so many times.
they also did the emoji movie,
Oh, that wasn't that
which
great.
was not good. No, no,
Yeah, but
it
you know
was
they have done some things, which have been really good. That
not.
hasn't necessarily been like a non like a continuation or something like that. They made some they've taken some chances and they've done some really good
Yeah,
work.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Uh,
then you have that Titmouse studio,
yes.
which has become like super trendy. But it's like I've always
They have.
enjoyed what they did, because they made like a huge amount of various stuff.
Mm,
Um, I think the first time I really started taking notice, I mean, they did the Archer series, of course.
yes.
They also did like something like a Midnight City or something, Moonlight City.
Never saw that.
It was like highly stylized, like 1980s cyberpunk. Uh, Everything was just, yeah, it had a classic sort of like crazy off the cuff Archer humor,
Yeah.
but way different animation style. They done some really good stuff.
Yeah. And there's also like when it comes to animation and stuff within anime.
Mm,
There's at the moment a like really uh, CGI animation and stuff has gone into anime as well.
yeah.
And there's like this huge discussion about if CGI anime counts as anime, um, which I personally believe it does. Um, just because you're using different tools does not mean that the art itself is inferior, as long as there is a human hand
I mean, I
or
would
a
call it. Uh,
sentient hand.
yeah, I would call it anime, but I would also like. I would distinguish it. I mean, you have anime, and then you have CGI anime, like CG anime.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Same way that we have like the classic animation, and then we have CG animation, because the culture
Oh,
behind them.
are different.
Yeah, I mean, but the culture between the CG anime and the regular like hand-drawn anime, those are pretty much like it's the same culture, same way of thinking, same way of telling stories as
Yeah,
is with our Western media. So
yeah.
I would make that distinction over there. It's a part of it. It's a subgenre, you could call it.
Where does Avatar: The Last Airbender end up in then?
Avatar: Last Airbender is,
French.
isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's French, or it's either French or American.
I
It is not Asian.
I think it's American. But that's like that. That's like Western anime.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, I would call it Western anime, because it shares some of the values for anime, some of the general thinking, some of the way they express themselves, but uh, it is also extremely Western in the way that the story evolves and the way the characters evolve.
Uh huh.
Because well, there is, I don't know, there is a cultural difference in how these stories are being made, especially when it comes to like a coming of age story. I haven't
Yeah.
really seen any coming of age stories that work quite the same way coming from Asia. While the format and the storytelling and the evolution of the characters in Avatar is very Western, it's very recognizable.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert, so.
Me neither. I mostly enjoy consuming media.
Consumer media, kids.
Uh, Sometimes I try to make some.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Been known to do
Yeah,
that.
been known to do that. Uh, Never with any great success, but that doesn't matter as long as I have fun. That is the most important part. Always enjoy what you're doing. Uh, you might not enjoy it while you're doing it, but as long as you enjoy it after you've done it, you've enjoyed it. Uh, but yeah, I was thinking of something. I was focusing on the League of Legends animated show.
Oh, Arcane.
Arcane, yeah.
Yeah.
Was surprisingly good.
Oh, Arcane is beautiful. It's just
I
a
was,
whole new level of what can be done within CG animation. Especially in terms of
I went,
series.
I went into it thinking like, yeah, I played League of Legends long time ago. Yeah, sure, I'll have a look at it. And I went like, wow.
Yeah, I never played League of Legends, so for me it was more like, oh look, it's something called Arcane. Looks kind of funky from the thumbnail. Okay, cool. Oh, it's League of Legends. Who knew? Well, okay. I like it. I like a good challenge within animation. I'll just watch it. And then I was like, fucking hell, this is awesome. It
Yeah.
was beautiful. Oh god.
Uh, when does season 2 come out?
Oh god. Probably years from now.
Yeah.
Probably at least another year, I would say. Mostly just because they clearly had a lot of success, but I know that the first season that they made, it took them 6 years to complete.
Yeah.
But with the success, I guess, plus they already have a lot of development. You know, they
Yeah.
like set pieces, characters, all sorts of stuff. Many things can be used again. I think they will probably, if I'm gonna guess, yeah, next year, maybe.
Yeah. I think that is also the same publisher as Nimona. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't know anything about that, but yeah, could be.
Yeah, I think so. Um, uh, like I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything for sure though, because as we say, we never Google anything here, and you should seriously.
I mean, if anything we're talking
Uh,
about is interesting to you, then please Google yourself. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
we are just going from the top of our head. Uh, but yeah, like it is good uh, that things are that there's still space for not the same stuff we've seen a million times.
Very, very true.
Uh, and it is really good that there still are publishers that dare to make things that are not the same cookie cutter scripts and designs that everything else. Baldur's Gate 3. uh, I'm not gonna talk about the game. I'm
What a
not gonna talk about the game.
segue! Wow!
What a no. There is a reason. There is a reason actually for that. Because now that Baldur's Gate 3 came out, you had a lot of game development companies, AAA game development companies, coming out saying, "Oh, you should not expect that anything else that will come out will be the scope of Baldur's Gate 3, blah blah blah," because uh, it is very very big. I joked with Gard before the stream that I have 40 hours in the game now, and I still haven't gotten to Baldur's Gate. It is really big. It does have a lot of content in it, and there are no microtransactions.
which apparently was a huge deal. And I fully
Which
support that.
kind of is a huge. It is kind of a huge deal when it comes to big games today.
Yeah, and I
Uh,
really appreciate that they just took a stand on that and said, no, there's not going to be any. You're going to buy this game, and that is
yeah,
going to be it. Yeah,
yeah, have fun.
you're going to have the game that you paid for. Damn it.
Yes,
Don't try to change our
and
minds.
it is not super buggy. I have hit a bug here and there, but it is not super buggy at all. I have not met anything that's game breaking. Yeah, like when did Diablo 4 came out this year?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Hmm.
where you would, I think it was press to travel on the map. They had made it so that that was the buy the battle pass, no taking backseas button, which made it so that a lot of people bought the battle pass without wanting to buy it.
Such rotten
Super
fucking
scummy.
policies. Yeah, Blizzard is one of the worst goddamn companies in the gaming world as we speak.
They used to be so good.
Oh, that's a long time ago, my friend. That's a long time ago.
I know. Now they're competing with EA.
Yeah, which is apparently Microsoft now.
It is Microsoft now. Um, but yeah, it's like do not expect that. But the thing is that yeah, I'm not gonna expect that from a first-person shooter because first-person shooter and a isometric RPG like Baldur's Gate is not the same game. But people who buy games should be able to expect the games to be playable on launch and that you should get the full game when you pay the full price. And there's not gonna be again as in Diablo 4, you buy the game and from day one you have battle passes and skins. I think you have gear sets there as well that cost just as much as the game.
That's insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
And the most insane thing is, they're making money out of it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
People are
they know what
accepting it.
they're doing for some reason. But yeah, like, eh.
Some people just want to be taken advantage of, I think.
Yeah, and some people can't wait to take advantage of them.
Yeah, basically.
We, well, we forgot to take a break, but that's something you prefer that we do so that you don't lose your flow.
Oh yeah, I like staying in the zone once I find it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know what people are saying. That you should definitely just get up and take a walk around and every 10 minutes or so. I was like, yeah, well, screw you. Nah, I prefer not having the breaks. Mainly because I get all my break stuff done before I start streaming.
Yeah.
And whenever we do take a break, I'm just sat here just tripping while waiting for this thing to start again so I can jump back in. It's actually stressful for me to take a break.
Yeah.
um,
let's see. I think we might have had a break in our stream, but that's fine. You are recording this time.
I am recording this time.
Yeah, it's not good that we have a
We have had a small break.
Yeah, it only happened once though. I think.
I am not certain. Yeah, well, we've only had a small break online in that case, but
Yeah.
you know the actual video that we are recording is completely fine. So.
Yes. Good stuff.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. And it looks like Mimir is doing very well.
Yeah, I think we might actually get to almost complete on Mimir 1.0 today.
I think we will be complete with him.
Yeah. Then we just have the 2.0.
Yeah, and that will be probably another stream.
Yeah. Then we're making Modok.
Yes, Jotun Modok. Except maybe without the arms and legs, to be honest.
Yeah.
It has to be a floating head. That's the entire concept with the Mimir. But, you know.
Yeah.
Modok without arms and legs. That's a good pointer. That's a good pointer there.
But lots of lasers.
Oh yeah, lasers and all sorts of stuff. I don't know. When I say that I think we might be done with this today. I mean that might be a little bit presumptuous of me, because I might forget that there are
got about
things.
half an hour left.
Okay, so maybe a little presumptuous, but it's mostly okay. I'm liking how this guy is turning out.
Yeah.
Prior to starting this character, I had a very different mental image of how he was gonna look. So right now he is definitely looking, or it is to be more precise, it is looking way more menacing and badass.
What was your original idea? What did we lose?
More like a it was more like a more like a floating gyroscope with very let's see. I'm gonna just sacrifice some time here and just make a little note of it.
More like a biblically accurate angel.
Not exactly. No. More like if you just had like a little ball made of simple copper plating.
Yeah.
And then it had some cameras for eyes.
Yeah. Oh, googly eyes.
Yeah, a little bit like that, and then some microphone things happening. I kind of brought those in though, but that's fine for the most part.
Yeah.
And then and then you had like some sort of machinery in here with some cogs and whatever.
To be honest, we're not too far away from it.
No, we're not. And then it would have some sort of because I figured maybe its main attack mode would be auditory or something like that. So it would It wouldn't need to, hurt you physically necessarily.
It can still do that. It has a speaker.
Yeah, but this is more like this is a grown-up version of that. I've just basically encased whatever mechanism that I thought that would be inside like a wooden skull.
Yes.
Which works.
It does.
Yes. Also, I gave him the tentacle thingies. So, oops, there.
I like those.
So he's got little crabby claws there.
Yeah.
So
But
this
again,
this
we
is pretty cool. And this is still 1.0.
1.0.
Yes, it's one
Not
less.
fully upgraded.
One less than the big guy, who can insta kill you, no matter how much
Yes.
HP you have.
Yes.
And that's definitely gonna be what we're gonna do next. But before I get that far,
we are definitely creating a dystopia.
Oh, come on! Vikings are ruling a lot more than they ever should.
Yes.
the leadership is like just complete inept at whatever they do.
Yes.
I mean, it is definitely a dystopia. So let's see. What do I have left to do here? What I want to do, I'm gonna turn off the little. There we go. This little thing up here, to just further make these two related, I am going to, because now I've got the islands more or less the same. Got like this kind of grill detail here going on here, and now I want to sort of put these little balls up here. I want to reuse that, so that's gonna go in here. So the inside of his skull, his cranium, should be lit up by this purple light.
Yes. So
that is where I'm going next. Might repurpose some of this thought for the maglev thingy, or maybe it uses some other slightly less nefarious way of propelling itself. Yeah. But that's basically where we're going now. We're gonna go and...
We have not done the crown yet, even.
No, we haven't. We haven't done the crown yet.
I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, and I have unfortunately fucked up. So the crown that I did draw is gone. But, luckily, I drew it one time, I can do it again. So, let's see. Put this high up so I can see what the hell's going on. Some hard light elements. Like so. Yep. Also, the bottom of this thing should definitely be glowing. Should we give it the same green? The same greenish glow as this gem?
I think I want it a bit colder.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just try to attack this in some appropriate way. Like that.
So what would that be? Would that be pistachio?
Go and just airbrush some glow in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now top of his head is glowing, so he's got the little thing going on there. And just quickly.
Because I'm thinking since he's named after like the original Jotun,
Mm-hmm.
he should like kind of be given the same honors. Kind of like if we create the Sutromobile. I don't fucking know, man.
The Surtur Mobile.
That would bring some levity back into the world.
Are you thinking that he should have a Surtur Mobile, or that it should
No,
be in
no,
the
no, no.
world somewhere?
I'm not saying it should be. I was just coming up with something that was based upon the like fire, the master of the fire Jotuns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if he was like the king of the fire Jotuns. I think he's just important because of Ragnarok.
Probably. I'm not exactly an expert myself.
Oh, it's so long since I did any study about that. He's in he. I know he is mentioned in the Poetic Edda. But that's kind of it that I remember. It's a long time since I did any study upon him. And of modern stuff, I think he is at least name called in God of War, the latest one.
He was connected to Ragnarok, yeah. I mean, even Marvel got that one.
Yeah, like because Marvel has it, that's why I'm not so sure if he really was. Like I do remember he was in the movie Ragnarok, but because of that, I'm not sure he was originally connected to Ragnarok.
Yeah, I see the problem. It's kind of a gaping problem.
Yeah. Like I do not trust modern media to do these things. Like when they claim they are supposed to be not historically correct, but mythologically correct, right? And everything they do, it makes me disbelieve it more. And I'm not saying that we are doing the creatures and stuff we are using in our game any real like historical justice or anything, but we're not claiming that we do that.
No, we are not. We are absolutely not claiming that we do that.
We're having fun with it.
Yeah. And we
Loosely based upon things that are loosely based.
Yeah, and we can do that because it's not cultural appropriation when we do it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
And if this comes out and people who are way too much into this play this, we are definitely going to get complaints about it.
Yeah, well.
Too bad.
Oops.
Uh,
Let's see.
I like those colors for the crown.
Yeah, I kind of think they'd work. Let's see. I'm gonna
Yeah.
grab some purple. I'm gonna grab some purple. Okay, there we go. Hello. Okay.
Yes.
Put in the purple.
Back to the old Evil 101 color schemes. Green and purple.
Did not quite like that purple.
Huh.
Okay, let's see. Refer to editing layer only. Select that one and then go in here and we put down luminosity.
I think maybe put the luminosity up, actually. So it's more of a light. Yeah, increase saturation a little bit.
Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. Let's put it there.
Yeah.
And let's see what else I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to.
Some whites. Okay, some darks instead, yeah. Because I think that would come out more like as a
The thing is,
bright light.
yeah. The thing is, I'm gonna put this thing in here.
Yeah.
So let's
Of
see.
course.
Here we're gonna just grab that color right there.
I'm really enjoying being back on the art streams.
Let's see here.
I know that people who follow us want to know more about our Kickstarters and like when it's happening and see our game in action. But it's something chill. Maybe not for you, but for me.
It is surprisingly chill, to be honest.
Well, when we're just sitting here creating our characters and
Because every single
talking.
time we do this, we're kind of going back to the way it was.
Yeah.
It's just more, it's definitely way more chill. Let's see, where is that new? 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 Yeah, there it is. Hello.
Playing with layers.
So many layers. The entire layout
Yeah.
of this stream is made so you won't see the extreme mess of layers I have.
It is kind of fun seeing that, though.
It's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even have to scroll to see all the layers.
But yeah, as you said, it kind of brings us back to the time when we were just creating.
Mm.
I do kind of miss when we were all sitting in Ina's living room or John's living room.
Yeah, me too.
Like cutting cardboard.
Yeah, the good old days is what we call that. Yeah, just creating and playing around with format and then trying out new things and just having like wild ideas about what if our game did this?
What if we built trade routes?
Yeah. What if we have an economic system?
Oh, that was a big mistake.
Well, I wouldn't say it was a big mistake. It just didn't work.
We spent way too much time on that.
Oh, we have spent way much time on too many things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, but yeah, uh, we have learned a lot.
Yeah, I mean, when we first started this, we knew nothing about what it was to make a game.
Nope.
So everything was an
Still
experiment.
don't.
No, really don't. But we totally
We
trying.
try. Yeah.
We play stuff. We play this game a lot, and the other games we made. We
Yeah.
enjoy them.
Yeah.
They work as games.
Yeah.
So we must have done something right, right? Right?
Yeah. And we're not tired of playing the games, even though we played them to death.
Yeah, no, we're tired from other things, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, like life.
Yeah. Not life.
Speak for yourself.
The things in life that makes life exhausting. Those things. Life is totally okay if it wasn't for that. I think I broke Gard.
No, I was just concentrate a little bit because
Mm.
trying to make this look cool.
Oh yeah,
Which
that's
is
the important bit.
surprisingly difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Screw you. Nope. Wrong. Ah! I messed up. Okay, there we go.
Oh no.
No, we're good. We're back on track.
Okay. Ah, nice. Cool.
Okay, so that thing's got some stuff happening in it, which is cool.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm just gonna. Yep, it doesn't spark. That's cool. I am now going to just add some little flecks of light coming from this thing so it can just brighten it up a little bit. Inside of the skull, just a slight touch. And that's enough. Now,
yeah.
I will let's see, I'm gonna put one of these and then just
Use a spray can.
yeah, I'm gonna use a spray can, but I'm gonna spray can this a little bit further away. Let's see, let's just do it on.
It's always like that when we get to the end. We both kind of start focusing on what's actually happening.
Should have been focusing much earlier on. but no,
it's much more fun to talk about nerdy shit.
Yeah, it is. It's always much more fun. Now, let's see. I am going to just pick up some light.
Art and RPGs.
Pick up some light from this bullshit so that it reflects a little bit.
I was thinking about that.
You know what
would have been fun?
Now what?
I don't know if it would work, but my brother got a not art degree, but was studying art when he went to what's it called? Professional school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like technical school.
Technical school, yeah. To get him to come and talk art one day during an art stream.
Yeah,
if he still has the interest in art, if he's willing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, invite him in to sort of weigh in on how some things are gonna look. Could be hilarious.
Yeah.
That man has a very particular sense of humor, which is really good.
Yeah.
So that could definitely be a thing.
And he does clearly state when there are things he dislikes and likes.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to actually have more of a art talk during the art stream.
It's a very interesting proposition, I must say. Okay, we're at the. Oh no, what have I done now? Oh no, I didn't do it.
Oh,
There it is.
oh,
There it is.
there we go. There we go.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, okay, fine. Yes, that's cool. That's cool. Excellent.
Mimir 1.0 and all of his mechanical horror.
Yeah.
Someone severely over-engineered him.
Someone done fucked up. Now the question is, this thing is supposed to be old, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. This is an ancient remnant thing.
it is. It is.
Should I put some moss on him or something?
I do not think moss can grow on ironwood.
Well, that settles that.
I'm saying I do not think, but since it's ironwood, it might oxidize.
Oh, it might oxidize. Oh, that's an
Yeah.
interesting thought. I like it. Oh. Okay, you could go away. Now, let's see. Yeah, this is appropriate. Let me do it over. I will also just
And
slightly
this skull is 5 times bigger than a regular human skull.
Oh, yeah. This skull, I'd say, is maybe like
It is a Jotun.
a cubic meter, maybe.
Oh, I think it's bigger than that.
Well, in that case, why did you say 5 times?
Like a regular human skull
Is tiny.
Isn't it about like
I mean, the way
20 by 10?
I have zoomed in right now, when you see our little characters in the bottom of the screen in comparison to his head, that's like.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Except that we are the size of hamsters, naturally.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah. So we're about the same size as, say, well, okay. So if we say that our little characters are the size of humans, which would be ridiculous because we're hamsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
But hypothetically.
But hypothetically, say that we are human-sized.
Yeah.
Something like that in comparison to human.
Yeah.
It's kind of saucy.
Because like this is supposed to be based on a Jotun skull.
Yes, like an artificial Jotun skull.
Yes. And like some of those creatures were the size of mountains.
Some of them were, yes.
Some of them.
So is this like the, if you could say, the average or median size Jotun?
It's a baby.
Mother.
It's a baby skull.
Oh, that is.
No.
That is disturbing.
That is disturbing. No, but like,
Just imagine the birth canal, man. Oh,
slightly below average Jotun.
slightly below average Jotun. Well, it would make sense. It still packs a punch.
It still packs a punch.
A low level can still defeat it, though.
Yes. Well, like, remember that Merry and Pippin
They were GMPCs. Come on. See, if we like the next time we go to a stand somewhere on some festival, we're gonna have like a life-size model of this thing.
Oh, do not, do not promise that. We just
I
got
am not.
questions
I
about
am.
if we're showing up at Raptus.
I know. Yeah, we're not gonna have a life-size version of this. We don't even know when we're gonna go anywhere.
No. If we're going to Raptus, it's gonna be as guests, not
Yeah.
as.
Well, no, we're just gonna be regular citizens, not like guests, you know. So
No, not guests, but paying.
paying customers.
No, you don't even pay. You don't even
Motherfucker.
pay for tickets to get in there.
Okay, in that case, we're gonna be like just completely like looser civilians.
Yes.
Yes.
Just walking in and going, "Oh, you make comic books?"
Wow, did you draw this yourself? Oh my god, this is so cool! Look at that wolf!
I don't read that stuff. I only read manga.
Yo, Link! Oh man, we have been.
Hey,
his. Yeah.
I got his attention. He did buy a comic that we were in.
Yes, you did. Man, we've been the
It
king
was
of the
a good
nerds. King of the nerds
It
at Optus several times.
Yeah. And that Link cosplay was on point.
He even had chainmail.
He had chainmail.
Yeah.
Real fucking chainmail.
Yeah, that was like, that was really mint. It was a really good cosplay. Also, he had the physique and general look to pull off Link as well.
He did.
I think
a bit more masculine than modern Link.
Yes, he was. He did not look like a Bishonen.
No.
But he still had he wasn't like the most well built, but he also had like pretty good facial proportions for something that would be Link. And I think he even had his real hair.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, that was Link. That was fucking Link. Yeah. And
the only problem was he spoke.
Well, only when you forced him.
We had to sell the 100th.
He did not want to speak, but he had no choice.
We had to sell the 100th issue.
Yes, we did. And yeah, I mean, he just couldn't stand up to the power of Torendorf. So yeah, not even Zelda had made him squeal.
Mercer. It's me and Matthew Mercer.
Ugh. I mean,
the real Ganondorf.
It would be really on point if he had come over or like, ha, yeah,
yes,
ha,
yes. Picked it up and thrown it on our faces.
Oh man. Let's see. What else am I gonna do with this guy?
I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
We
were talking about oxidization.
We were talking about oxidization. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. You got 10 minutes.
Can I make something rust in 10 minutes? Psh.
I think you can.
I know I have an acerbic personality, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Let's see.
But yeah, I think it's actually pretty fun if Ironwood oxidizes, because it differentiates it from other types of wood.
Oh yeah.
Well, regular wood does also oxidize, but that ends up in rot.
Yeah, but in this case, the oxidization creates rust.
Yeah.
So now I have like a general just pattering, like a slight patina. Let's see, I'm gonna try
Can't
to...
see the bottom of what you're doing.
No. Let's see, gonna put in color. There we go. So I'm just putting in a slight patina.
Yeah.
There. And then we can define some more. Because, you know, rain, whatever, would have done this to it.
Yes.
So. Then we go in and get a little bit more crazy with it.
This is a scary fucking creature. Machine. Oof. My partner just brought pizza.
Oh.
The apartment smells pizza.
Pizza. Pizza.
Pizza.
So we've had some rust buildup, and there would be some rust just underneath the lip where raindrops have gathered over the years. Probably regenerates itself, so it just produces more.
Yeah.
So it never gets fully covered in rust or gets rusted away.
Is this necrodermis? Or a type of living metal?
I think a type of living metal would be cool. Also, it seems like
but it's not metal though.
No, it's an organic form of metal. It's an organic form of metal. It is wood-like. It's like a hybrid between wood and metal.
Wood and metal, yeah.
Yeah, as in it actually does grow in a very tree-like manner, but it is metal. So it gets the whole, you know, the rings and stuff inside of it. But then they probably have some other type of metal that they use to carve and craft with it.
Yeah, like this one is made out of ironwood and brass, I would think.
Yeah, brass.
Looking at the colors.
Yeah, it's oxidized brass.
And then some kind of nuclear fusion engine inside. That's the purple stuff.
Yeah, that one is unique for the dwarven designs.
Yeah.
Little plasma ball thingy.
Yeah.
Also now holographs.
Yes. Cause it sounded cool.
Yes, and we hadn't done any. So this guy right here might need some. Maybe he doesn't actually need any though. Because we often put on, like, you know, runes and stuff. But I kind of like the look of him as it is.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll think about it. Then, if he needs, that can be the beginning of next art stream.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm not sure either, but
this is pretty cool though. I mean, Mimir 1.0 is pretty much done.
Yeah.
We are right at the end of our stream.
Yes. Check out our social medias at facebook.com/Tombs Foundry, YouTube at Tombs Foundry. You're here at Twitch or Facebook, but our Twitch is twitch.tv/Tombs Foundry. We do have a TikTok at tiktok.com/@Tombs Foundry. There's one video there. We are making more. It's just taking a while.
Yeah. It's not
And
exactly our day job.
nah.
Nah.
And you can join us on Discord at tombsfoundry.no/Discord.
Yes, and now we have
Yeah.
said all the things that we are contractually obligated to say.
And you can find us on onlyfans.com/tombsfoundry.
Yes, this is where we make most of our money.
Yes. All of our money.
Yes, all of it. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been Random Encounters.
I've been Gard.
You've been Gard. I've been Tur. And have a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. I had to look up the thing, but whatever. Yeah. Yes. You've been great. We've been great. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye bye.